The dog you're looking at is Jaden. Jaden is a 1.5 years old, multi-mix. We just don't know what he is. Jaden, Yadon, means thankful in Hebrew. Found running as a stray just a few days before Thanksgiving. So emaciated you wouldn't believe it. Now if you look at him, he's still thin, and he's been on a weight gain diet. All he needed was food and a little loving. He's young, he's playful, he's very much a puppy. He also likes to curl up and lay on your feet and beg for loving. He loves being with people. Really sad, and you've seen him before, but when you saw him before, he was in horrible shape. Really sad for a dog with this much love to be isolated as much as he is in a kennel. And although kennel staff do try to visit them and walk them every day, he still needs people to give his heart to. He knows how to sit. He learns quickly because he's very food motivated. Does well with any kids that he's been with. Not good with all dogs, good with some dogs, and he definitely does not like cats. But he's a beautiful, strong, elegant young dog, and he desperately needs someone to love. You're looking at Jaden. You're looking at Otis and Dolly. Otis, the larger one, the brown one, and Dolly, black and tan, smaller. Loving, lovely pair. They're both 3 years old. They've been together since birth. Another victim of the economic slowdown. After losing their incomes, their owners brought them to Save a Pet because they could not afford to feed them. These two dogs love playing with each other. They love giving kisses to their human friends. They know sit, they know paw, they know stay, and they say, "What is that weird thing on that woman's face? I don't understand camera." The camera's a little bit scary to a lot of dogs. Dolly becomes a Velcro dog. She'll stick to your side. She'll crawl in your lap. Otis is much more outgoing and, as you can tell, protective of his little sister. Sometimes he'll just bark to tell you that he loves you. They're looking for a home together. They're looking for a home where the two of them can play and love and be loved, and preferably a home without a video camera in their faces. You're looking at Otis and Dolly, and they are, and I can show you this, Otis, very sweet, not at all aggressive, but just terribly frightened of that camera. These are Otis and Dolly. The dog you're looking at now is Ensign. Ensign is I guess about a 9.5-year-old neutered male Australian cattle dog shepherd mix, brought into the shelter in 2002. He was a military dog. He came from the Great Lakes base, and he was brought in because his owners were transferring off base and couldn't take him. And for some reason, this dog just never took with anyone. He's good with some dogs, not all of them. He bonds incredibly strongly. He loves his people so much. Loves to play tug of war. And when he gets a little tired, all he wants to do is cuddle. Loves to rub up against his special person. Knows a few tricks. Loves to show them off. But here's the story. This guy, he's so ecstatic to get human companionship, even for the few minutes we have him out here. He is a people dog. He is a lovely dog. He is a loving dog. He never did anything wrong, and he's been in jail since 2002. We have murderers who get out quicker. This guy needs somebody to take him home and love him. His name is Ensign. He is a sweetheart, and he's looking for a home. This handsome fellow is Frankie. Frankie is a 3-year-old, and Lord only knows, it looks like he might have Shepherd. It looks like he might have Basenji. Whatever he's got, he's gorgeous. He was picked up running the streets in Chicago, emaciated to pieces. The people who picked him up kept him for as long as they could, but they simply didn't have time to keep him anymore. I was trying to give you paw. He's giving you paw. And their other dog didn't get along with him. Look at this sweet boy. He's a very active dog. He likes to play fetch. He loves to play with balls. He is incredibly affectionate. He'll crawl up you and wash your face. He knows sit, he knows down, he knows stay, he knows fetch. He's looking for an adult family because he can be a little bit overwhelming with kids, but he's looking for an active family because this is an energetic, outgoing, active, happy dog. His name is Frankie, and he's looking for a home of his own. And this is Deacon. Deacon is an 8-year-old collie mix. Again, a little shy when you first meet him, but once he gets to know you, he's one of the sweetest dogs you'll ever meet. He likes to climb in laps for extra kisses and cuddles. This dog was kept outside on a chain, so if you see him being a little bit frightened, he was kept chained outside where he was abused by kids who threw rocks at him and just did horrible things to this poor boy. So this is a dog that can never be tied out. He needs a fenced yard. He needs to be leash walked, but he can't be tied out. He's a little nervous around small children, but he's great with teenagers. He's one of the favorites in the kid care program. Loves to run, loves to play, but is very mellow once he gets in the house. Then he'll climb in bed and cuddle with you, or on your lap and cuddle with you. Staff members have taken him home multiple times. He's always a perfect gentleman in the house. This is an older dog, again, hard to find a home for, which is, if you're getting the gist of what we're doing with this show, all of the animals we're doing are somewhat hard to find homes for, and we're trying to give them all a little extra boost and let you see how wonderful they really are. Deacon is one of those. He is a wonderful, sweet, loving boy, and he needs someone that he can trust and that he can love. This is Deacon. This is Buster, Mr. Buster, I'm sorry. Mr. Buster is a 4-year-old American bulldog, neutered male, very active, very energetic, needs to be an only dog in his home. One of the volunteers has been working with him and has discovered that he has a passion for oversized balls, which he will play with all day. Not at all food motivated. It's balls and more balls that this guy wants. He's being taught to fetch. He's being taught to drop balls when he gets them and leave them and sit, and he learns really quickly. Doesn't really seem to want to do anything with other dogs. This dog is people-focused. This dog simply wants to be a people pet. He wants a forever home with somebody who will romp with him and play with him and throw balls for him and scratch his head and rub his tummy and do all of the nice things that loving people do for the animals that they love. That's all Mr. Buster wants, is to be loved. He's here at Save a Pet, and he's definitely looking for a forever home. This is Delia D, who is a 10-year-old spayed female hound mix. Delia devoted 8 years of love to her human dad, her special person. He was in a horrible motorcycle accident, and the whole family said it was Delia that helped pull him through with support all the way till he got well. Delia's dad is still recovering, had to move out of his home and moved in with relatives who could not find room for Delia in their home. She's lost her love. She's lost her special person. She doesn't understand why. She keeps looking for him to come back for her, and you can see the grief and the longing in this dog's eyes. She gave him everything she had, and it was a lot, because she's a beautiful, beautiful, loving soul. She's desperate here. She doesn't understand why she's in a cage. She doesn't know where her owner has gone, and she can't seem to find someone to love. Please think of Delia. Think of what she's going through and how you could make life sweet again for this incredibly sweet and loving dog. Her name is Delia D. She needs somebody to get her out of here and just love her and allow themselves to be loved. This is Delia D. We have shown you wonderful long-term residents, dogs that are kind of sad because they don't have special people to love. There are some kittens that will be available as soon as they're socialized. They came in quite wild. There's also a litter of puppies that will be available after, I believe, the 23rd. But really, what Save a Pet needs, what these dogs and cats need, and the reason that I'm here is to help find homes for these wonderful, loving animals who are languishing in cages. All About Animals would like to thank Cairo Animal Hospital in Highland Park for sponsoring the show and giving us the opportunity to show you these wonderful pets.